Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be watching episode 8 of House of the Dragon.
So Rhaenyra and Daemon got married.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of saw that coming.
Yeah, we kind of thought that they were going to make their way to each other at some point in time. You know, for the longest, I thought Daemon may have had more motivations than just being with Rhaenyra, because, you know, up to this point, I feel like there's still something kind of mysterious about him. But I thought one of the things that I was most excited about was the fact that Laenor didn't have to actually be killed in order for them to actually, like, proceed with their plan. They just kind of killed somebody else, and like he was able to like take off with his lover to Essos. And I know we've been talking about it for quite some time. The king has to die at some point. Like I've been saying it since like day one. Viserys has to die. Like
He's
it's just
lived. He might just stick around.
I just feel like he is the glue that's keeping everything together, as I said in the last episode, and once he's dead, like that's when the fighting will really begin, specifically between Alicent and Rhaenyra, in my opinion. Those are like the two sides that are going to be going up against each other, which is interesting because let's call it like the person who's looking out for them, their interest most would be for Rhaenyra, Daemon, in my opinion, and then for Alicent, it's her father, Otto, and we know that they've had like a history, so it's kind of like this weird little thing where like they also hate each other. And I will say what I saw here in the little intro, there is going to be a time jump. I'm not telling you by how long, but I read the time jump, so interesting.
Gosh.
We had a little mixed feelings on the first time jump, but now I feel like we're kind of used to the characters.
Hopefully they don't change the actor again.
They change the actors, yeah. I feel like some of the kids have to be changed then. Fuck, I just I just said the gap. 6 years.
I first had no idea there was a time jump, so Anthony spoiled me.
Honestly, like it's right on HBO Max. Like when you pull it up, like right, I have it on the screen so that you wouldn't have seen it. But
like on what?
Like before, when you have like the episode drop down menu and you like click it, it gives like a little brief synopsis. It said like 6 years have passed.
I try not to read that.
Yeah, so you know if 6 years end up passing, because I already spoiled it for Casey, and Viserys is still alive, I think it's just gonna be funny at that point because he's so close to death every episode.
It's been near 6 years since I last saw my lord husband, Mason.
So they said it here at the beginning.
In the fighting, his neck was slashed by a courser's dagger. He fell overboard into the sea.
Oh no, it was slashed by the dagger.
No, but
okay, so it is Corlys, yeah.
The greater concern is the fever that followed.
Oh,
Ship's maester said he burns from within.
Oh, Corlys might not have long.
We may greet his ship to find him gone. And who will take the driftwood throne?
Okay.
My grandmother seems quite comfortable here.
She presides only in the absence of her husband.
It's funny, there's like some infighting between this part of the family too, because it's going to be between him and her.
Riftmark is mine, by all rights. And while I should like your support, I do not need it.
because it would go to Rhaenyra's children.
Yeah, which are not, you know,
well, second
Laenor's.
The crown has good reason to take my side.
My cousin the king would have your tongue for this.
But it's not a king who sits the Iron Throne these days, good sister.
Oh, is he dead? But I couldn't tell. Like, is he just kind of like, you know, in bad health and she's kind of just like, you know, filling the gap? Who is this? One of Rhaenyra's children? Or one of Alicent's?
What the heck?
That's
Why is it
goopy.
gooey?
Could there be eggs in here?
Oh, like is that where they lay them?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a sack. Is that
Oh,
Daemon?
I think so. Are they having a kid? Is that what this is about? That has to be. Because they're supposed to get an egg.
They're still calling him Prince.
This also means we're not going to see the immediate aftermath of how the king felt about, you know, Rhaenyra marrying him. She does have a little... Does she? I can't tell.
That's rude.
I can't tell. I'm trying to see if she's pregnant or not. Turn to the side.
she is.
Yeah, she's rubbing it. Okay. Child.
The mouth.
Yeah, she totally is.
Leave us. Joffrey?
Joffrey.
It's hard to get used to that name and not think of, the Joffrey.
He means to call into question Luke's legitimacy.
Oh.
Has the Viper's venom spread so far?
Those vipers rule in my father's name. And my father...
What's up with him?
Is he still kicking?
He's gotta be.
I mean, yeah. You think he's maybe has, like, dementia or just, like, is in, bedridden or something like that?
It's King's Landing, then.
Let's see how everything is 6 years later. I'm honestly surprised by the amount of time hopping that they've done throughout this first season.
It kind of like makes you feel though the family like elements.
tension?
Well, it's just like like you're feeling everything that happened over like a long period of time versus just like short period of time. It's kind of interesting.
I would say it's nice to be home, but I scarcely recognize it.
Alicent has been messing with your feng shui. Otto hasn't aged a day in 16 years.
A matter has arisen that requires your attention. It's about the prince. There's been a delicate situation in his apartments.
What the heck's going on?
In his
Aegon or the other one?
It's probably the older one, right?
Aegon is the fuck up in my opinion.
Oh, goodness.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
I mean, the fact that he's alive right now is like, credit to him.
Who goes there?
Wow. Rhaenyra. I'm here with Daemon.
AKA your brother's son-in-law.
Brother. Who is that?
Other kid.
This is Aegon.
Oh, they have two.
Aegon.
Well, now almost three because she's pregnant.
And this is Viserys.
Oh, they named it after him.
Now that is a name. Fit for a king.
Don't die right here. What is in it? Have they been killing him? Ooh, Otto, Alicent, you sons of bitches.
It has to be that.
He smelled it.
I asked him to stop, Your Grace. He did. Truly. You must believe me.
Oh.
It wasn't your fault. I believe you.
You do?
Oh my gosh, I feel like she might
Yeah.
kill her.
I wasn't dreaming or anything another word to anyone, Your Grace. It's my all my life.
Let's see how far Alicent has gone. Like, if she has her killed, she's inching her way to Cersei territory.
Pay her off?
For your troubles.
All right. Okay, that's better. That's better. I thought she was gonna straight up kill her.
The tea, Your Grace.
Oh, that's the stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a really messed up situation, but...
But is it the tea they gave Rhaenyra, or is it the tea they're giving the king? And maybe she's like, oh, I'll kill you from afar.
It's probably the tea
Yeah.
they gave Rhaenyra. Your son has issues.
Yeah.
Which son is
I think it's the one. I still like
the
trouble
one with
having.
one eye?
I think so. I feel like the older one, Aegon, is too much of like seeing him when he was 6 years ago. He was a little bit of a fuck up. So the younger one is the one I'm worried about.
Mother, what is it?
What is it? What is it? What is it? That's all you could say for yourself.
There's something happened.
The girl, Aegon, the one you sent fleeing from your company.
Oh, it was just harmless fun. She didn't need to get upset about it.
Think of the shame on your wife.
Oh, he's already married.
How can you keep carrying on like this, especially on a day like today?
Why? What is it today?
Ooh.
Well...
I've done everything you've asked me to. I try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or Father.
Have you seen Diana? She's supposed to dress the children.
Is that the wife?
I guess.
That made me have a little more respect for Alicent. I thought she was just gonna be like, you know,
Yeah.
like completely okay with his behavior.
Like if Joffrey did that to somebody, I feel like Cersei would have just been like, kill the girl.
Yeah.
My father and I are mere stewards of the king's will and wisdom.
And how exactly is that wisdom expressed?
Ask about the damn tea.
It subjects him to considerable pain on the advice of the maesters.
The maesters, of course. It is they who keep him addled on milk of the poppy while the High Towers warm his throne.
Rhaenyra, if you would see him...
So it's milk of the poppy.
Smaller than I remember.
It looks exactly the same. Oh, Luke, come on.
Cousins? Oh, the area where they were training. Okay. That's what they're talking about. Ooh, people talk around here.
Look at them all looking.
I know.
What's your problem?
Everyone's staring at us.
Honestly, like, they should have been staying in King's Landing.
Yeah.
Like, the entire fucking time. This was, like, a very bad idea to let Alicent, like, spread her roots throughout the entire city.
It doesn't matter what they think.
Oh. Oh, that's the cousin.
Oh yeah, with
Eye
the
patch.
eye. With the eye. With one eye. I feel like he's like not like his brother.
No.
Like he's like, you know, been training and stuff.
You got a fucking growth spurt?
Why do you look
Taller than
older than the
Christian?
other one, brother?
Ooh, better than Christian now.
Nephews? Have you come to train?
He kind of has a crazy eye.
Yeah.
But like
Crazy eye! Crazy eye! Corliss's brother. So is he dead?
Is he like coming to lay his claim or
I don't know.
announce that maybe?
Hold your nerve, my queen. What we do for the good of the realm.
I must confess.
I could see Otto having that girl killed, though.
We must, of course, act in the interest of our subjects.
The next Lord of the Tides will be deeply in your debt, your grace. As will Driftmark.
Pledging his loyalty.
Grandmother?
She's lost a lot. She didn't get the throne. She lost her
Yeah.
daughter. She lost her son. And then might lose her husband.
Baylor said you might be here. She's done well as your ward. You've, raised her admirably.
You honor me, princess.
Just pawned off Daemon's daughters unlike their grandmother. They have a common interest right now, in my opinion.
I wondered for many an hour what your purpose was in coming here. Whether you'd speak for or against the suit brought by Sir Vaemond. But then I realized you intend to advocate for yourself.
Oh.
Oh.
This is no fair proceeding. It is a trap. Set by the Queen in the Hand, I'd wager, to proclaim my son illegitimate.
Yet you did worse than that with Laenor.
He's not dead. He's living his best life right now. Probably.
It's just sad because like if only she
know.
knew what she actually did for him.
Yeah.
I loved your son. You may not believe it to be true, but I did. I did not order his death.
You gonna tell
Are
the
you gonna...
truth?
Nor was I complicit in it, I swear this to you.
Probably not. Just saying like
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
I'll make you an offer. Back Luke's claim, and let us betroth Laena's children to mine.
Oh.
Baela will be queen of the Seven Kingdoms,
Oh.
and her sons will be heirs to the throne. Rhaena will rule in Driftmark, and the seat will pass to her and Lucera's children in time.
Interesting.
Generous offer. Or a desperate one.
What does it matter?
Hey, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
You're right in this, at least.
Okay.
It does not matter.
It's interesting because they've had like a dynamic that's gone back to when she was a kid. Like when they were sitting there and like the idea of like her dad marrying her daughter.
You can bargain with me all you like. Bring my granddaughter with you to soften my resolve.
But
tomorrow the High Towers land their first blow.
Okay.
They force you to your knees, and I must stand alone.
Okay, so
Probably not gonna happen.
Exactly what I was hoping for here. But what if we strike first?
I feel like Rhaenyra's gonna have to like get her claws out at some point.
You told me it was our duty to hold the realm united against a common foe. But in naming me heir, you divided the realm. I thought I wanted it.
Do you not anymore? Like, not want to be the heir?
It seems like she's kind of done with like the fucking politics and shit.
My only child.
Oh.
If you wish me to bear it, then defend me and my children.
It must be really hard to like see your parent like that, you know?
Yeah.
Wonder what kind of illness he had that just like lasted this long.
Like almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
The whole of my family were gathered at the Red Keep. I want us to dine together.
I remember the last time the whole family was together. There was a lot of drama.
Man. Gosh. Oh, I feel so bad for him.
True. Unimpeachable blood of House Velaryon runs through my veins.
As it does in my sons, the offspring of
Yeah.
Lady
Yeah.
Velaryon.
I was gonna say those digs of the blood.
You only speak for yourself and for your own ambition.
You'll have chance to make your own petition, Princess Rhaenyra. Do Sir Vaemond the courtesy of allowing his to be heard.
Give me that fucking look. Fuck you.
What do you know of Velaryon blood, Princess?
I mean,
I could cut my
it is
veins
true
and
though
show
that
it.
it's not the blood, but
You still wouldn't recognize it. This is about the future and survival of my house.
Daemon's daughters.
yeah. But poor kids.
My queen, my Lord Hand. This is a matter of blood, not ambition.
Gosh, she's taller than everyone.
I humbly put myself before you as my brother's successor, the Lord of Driftmark, and Lord of the Tides.
Thank you, Sir Vaemond.
Can Corlys just pull through?
Princess Rhaenyra.
Kick the can down the road a little longer?
If I am to grace this fast with some answer, I will start by reminding the court that nearly 20 years
Who's
ago
this?
in this very...
Who just walked in and caused a scene? Oh! Is he gonna bow?
Targaryen, the first of his name, King of the Andals.
Wow! That kind of gave me chills.
I know.
Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and
Ooh,
protector
Otto.
of the realm.
They
Can't
don't like
deny
this,
a
yeah.
father's love.
That's literally what got him going,
Yeah.
though, to be honest. Oh, he has like that.
Yeah. Wow. Couldn't they have put him on something and carried him in? I guess it wouldn't have looked as kingly. They did a really good job of making him look sickly too. Like
Yeah.
whatever they did, whether it be like effects and makeup, it looks really
Yeah.
good. Oh,
I'm doing this for you.
I always liked him as a king.
Yeah.
I will sit the throne today.
Wow, that must have taken
Yeah.
so much out of him. Somebody
Oh
maybe
my
should help him
gosh,
up. There's a
yeah.
ton of
Well, he
knives.
doesn't want it. Like, he said, I'll be fine.
I'm just saying, if he falls over. David.
Aww. I always wanted them to, like, you know, bury the hatchet. Aww. Does that make me love Daemon more?
I do not understand why petitions are being heard.
Oh, because it's supposed to be Rhaenyra's.
Yeah.
The only one present who might offer keener insight into Lord Corlys's wishes is the Princess Rhaenys.
Oh. Your cousin.
Indeed, Your Grace.
What are you gonna say?
But are you still bitter the fact that he got the throne instead of you? Let's see.
As a matter of fact, the Princess Rhaenyra has just informed me of her desire to marry her sons Jace and Luke to
Okay.
Lord Corlys's granddaughters.
We're taking her up on it?
Baela and Rhaena. A proposal to which I heartily agree.
Oh!
Well,
I mean, it is
the matter
advantageous for
settled.
the granddaughters.
Aegon is just like reveling in the chaos.
Princess Aerys of House Velaryon is heir to Driftmark, the Driftwood's throne, and the next Lord of the Tides.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
You break law.
What?
And centuries of tradition.
And you speak out of term.
To install your daughter as heir. Yet you dare tell me.
You have no fucking say here, to be honest. The king has spoken.
Not allow it.
I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Do not forget yourself, Daemon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he could still just be like, off with their... Oh!
Is no true Valyrian.
Oh, shit! He might have him killed.
Certainly. No nephew of mine.
He might have him killed.
Viserys is my true-born grandson. And you no more than the second son of Driftmark.
Oh, shit!
Gods be damned. I will not see it ended on the account of this.
Say it.
Oh, shit, David!
Her children are bastards!
Oh, shit.
She is a whore.
You're dead. You're dead. You're so fucking dead. He's gonna have you killed. He's gonna have him killed. Damon is probably gonna do it.
Oh!
Have your tongue for that.
Oh, shit, Damon! Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! He left the tongue.
He can keep his tongue.
Oh, shit!
Oh my gosh!
Hey.
He's like, ooh.
Oh, he's fucking... He's a problem.
He's like,
the way he like...
I'm gonna do that too. Oh my gosh.
Take something for the pain.
I will not close my mind. I must put things right.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy.
I know. Oh, wow.
Ew!
How is she gonna feel about it? Because, I mean, there still was the relation there, but, I mean, she was kind of calling him out on it, too, for pushing the issue.
It is ill luck to look upon the face of death.
The stranger has visited me more times than I can count, Grandmaster.
Yeah, I was just saying that earlier this episode. Like, she's gonna chalk this up to, like, another family loss.
He cares little whether my eyes are open or closed.
I will say though, the brother kind of did have a point. Like, I'm not saying like he went about it the right way.
I
But
mean,
I get where he is coming from.
Was right.
I'm just saying he wanted his like lineage to carry on.
Oh, this is the supper. Awkward. He's gonna sit right in between them both. So interesting to see their journey from like best friends as children to like enemies, mortal enemies. Oh, they actually are carrying him this time.
You don't think they would have a wheelchair? We don't have any sort of wheelchair.
They haven't invented the wheel.
We have
I'm
to.
just
We
kidding.
have to push. I mean,
As they have like carriages and shit. He scares the shit out of me.
He freaks me out. The actor did a good job of
Yeah.
already making us afraid of him,
But
just
he's barely even
being
said
there.
anything.
He just has the face of it. It's like
Yeah.
the expression on the face more so.
May the mother smile down on this gathering with love. May the smith mend the bonds that have been broken for far too long. And to Vaemon Velaryon, may the gods give him rest.
Oh my gosh.
This is an occasion for celebration, it seems. My grandsons, Jace and Luke,
will marry their cousins, Baela and Rhaena.
Hey, you're gonna marry your cousin.
A toast to the young princes and their betrothed. Here, here. Let us toast as well.
You should not be talking
I
right
mean, okay. Like,
You'll be great.
You do know how the act is done.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you need to shut up, Aegon.
Yeah, not now, not here.
And not after what you just did either.
You could play the gesture if you wish, but hold your tongue before my betrothed.
It's kind of weird that like Daemon and Rhaenyra's kids are marrying each other.
Yeah.
Like if you really think about it.
I can't even. I'd have to really sit down and think about like the logistics
I know,
of what
like,
you were actually
who is
marrying,
this
who you're
person?
marrying in the family. Oh.
My own face is no longer a handsome one, if indeed it ever was.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, his
I
whole
know, you
cheek
could-
too.
The crown cannot stand strong if the House of the Dragon remains divided. But set aside your grievances.
They're not going to. You're like the last thing that's like keeping a civil war in your family from happening. What is she gonna say?
Oh.
I wish to raise my cup to Her Grace the Queen.
Oh, she's like extending an olive branch. What are you gonna do?
I love my father, but I must admit that no one has stood more loyally by his side than his good wife.
Oh. It's like, let's all go around the table and say something positive about somebody.
Unfailing devotion, love. and
Wow.
honor.
Well, that was a nice thing to say.
And for that, she has my gratitude. My
Oh.
apology.
Hmm. She did an olive branch.
Yeah. But what are you going to say, Alicent?
Your graciousness moves me deeply, Princess. We are both mothers, and we love our children. We have more in common than we sometimes allow.
Hmm. Watch them just like become friends again.
I mean, this is all nice and dandy, but I still say as soon as Viserys dies,
Yeah.
like, it's not going to keep...
You will make a fine queen.
Oh, Otto.
wow.
He was not okay with that. I feel like what's going to end up happening is Otto is going to push her, like, to the
Oh,
other side,
Rhaenyra.
you know?
Let's finally eat.
Yeah. I feel like this is the last... This is the calm before
I
the
know.
storm. That's what this is. Like, it looks so peaceful and happy.
Nice.
and-
We're all gonna marry each other. We're all eating. We're eating.
Aegon, what are you gonna do?
say? You're just leaving. Oh.
I regret the disappointment you're soon to suffer.
Oh my gosh. Shut up.
If I wish to know what it is to be well satisfied, all you have to do is ask.
Oh, shit. How is it like the grandkids that are causing the issues? How many decades of freaking drama they've had?
What are
Oh,
you
what are you
gonna
gonna
say
say?
now? Gosh. Everybody's standing up. Or is he putting a stop to this?
Yeah.
I would be like,
I gotta sit my ass down.
I don't know what's up with you.
Oh.
It's like,
yeah. We end up hitting each other's fists. I was going for your shoulder.
Prince Aemond, we have not
Oh my
seen
God.
each other in years, but I have fond memories of our shared youth.
Freaking stabbing out your eye.
And as men, I hope we may yet be friends and allies.
Okay. So,
To you and
same
your
thing
families, good
happening here
health,
with the
dear
kids.
uncles.
I forget that they're uncles
I know.
to them. I think
It's
that they're
sad
cousins.
That the
but,
younger
yeah.
brother has to stand up for the older brother like that. Or, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You are the beast beneath the boards.
So was that
I
the
would
sister
like
that
to
he
host
married?
Baela and Rhaena.
Right?
They'll be married soon.
I don't fucking know. So much incest in this fucking show.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. He's gonna dance with her. There's just so much little drama going
Yeah.
on. The younger generation's drama is carrying out now.
His eye. I like this, the looks he gives. Like, I would be scared if he ever takes the throne.
Yeah. got
Look
some,
at all
like,
this happiness happening.
Mad
This what I'm-
king energy.
Yeah, but this right now is the calm
Yeah.
before the storm. Like, this isn't gonna happen again. It's nice. It feels like a nice send-off for Viserys.
Is he about to die?
He might.
He might die
This might
because
be
it's
his last
happy, and I'm
meal.
like, he's like, I was like, he's like my family, and
It's just like this last little happy moment.
he's gonna die.
At least wait till the next morning.
Like everybody, literally everyone
I know.
smiled.
Otto was smiling. Aemon's just like, he smiles at shit, but I feel like he's gonna kill people too. Oh no.
He's gonna die.
Give him some milk of the poppy, quick!
Oh.
Oh, Damon.
Or is he crying?
I can't tell.
Or is he dying? You left before the roast? Or what is that? Oh, okay. It's like a roast. What is up with you? Why do you not move?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. Oh, are they...
Final tribute
What is going on?
to the
What
health
happened?
of my nephews.
What is happening?
Each of them handsome, wise.
Oh.
Strong.
Aemond.
Come. Let us drain our cups.
Look at the...
Strong boy.
I dare you to say that again.
Why? It was only a compliment. Do you not think yourself
Oh,
strong?
no! Fuck, no,
Oh
no,
my
no. Damon, step in.
Where are the adults? Can we
I was merely expressing how proud I am of my family, Mother. Though it seems my nephews aren't quite as proud of theirs.
Oh my gosh.
Wait!
Okay, finally. Goodness.
Go to your quarters. All of you go, now.
You need like one crazy to the other to be like. You'll have the same hair.
There can only be one. I would be so
he
mad.
smiled? Damon just smiled?
Never kill Damon. I know I'm gonna knock on some fucking wood because like Damon is my favorite freaking character in this show.
Let me see the children home.
I really don't think Alicent is like evil at heart, you know?
No, she's been like
not.
it's been like a process for her.
I think she just does what she feels like she has to do for her kids, but
Yeah. And then Otto being, the little birdie in her ear pushing the issue.
her kids are crazy. Well,
Oh yeah, fucking Aemon.
Aemon especially.
Aegon is, he's fucked up in his own right, but
Like Aemon's like got some
Yeah.
serial killer vibes.
Who's this? Aemon or Damon?
Aemon and Damon.
I think his name's Aemon, right?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
they said Aemon.
They're both very similar.
I feel like, oh, she's still around?
What? Is she still getting information? Or doing her...
Who is this?
steal
Who's
little
coming
information?
to her? It can't be Damon. Damon wouldn't do this. Now.
Unless it's for information.
Yes, lady.
What the heck is going on? What was that about?
Is he gonna die now? I need to stop saying is he gonna die because he never freaking
Watch,
dies.
next episode, 5-year time jump.
I know. He's still going. Okay, what? Okay, is it just the milk of the poppy?
Is it?
Yeah, probably.
It is true. What he saw in the north. The prince that was promised.
I don't understand this house.
It didn't do much in the end.
To unite the realm against the cold and the dark. It is you. You are the one.
What?
What?
You must do this.
Is he like, there? Does he
Like
know
getting
he's talking to
confused?
Alicent?
Or did he think it was Aegon? Like, he think he's talking to Aegon?
I understand, my king.
I don't know what she's gonna take that and do with it, you know? Oh, that's ominous.
Oh my gosh, I just feel so freaking bad for him. It's like, seems like he's in so much pain.
No more.
No more? No more pain?
Is he gonna die?
Yeah.
After she left too, like by himself. Oh, he's dying, I think.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died. Oh my gosh. There we go. Here it's gonna start.
Hold on, I gotta hear what he said again. Okay, so I thought this was a good episode. I thought there was a lot of elements in here that felt Viserys was gonna die. You know, the fact that he's made it so long has been, you know, surprising, but I've been saying it for episodes too. He is the last piece that's keeping this family from destroying itself, which is what we were teased with in the very first episode. The house is gonna destroy itself from within. We're seeing like all the elements there for it to happen. You know, seeing the new Aemond, I thought was a really cool part of this episode.
Yeah,
he
interesting
is
character.
crazy, in my opinion. And it's crazy, like, he didn't really say much this episode, but the looks he gave, the actor did such a great job this episode.
Incredible acting, like to be able to give that, evoke that kind of emotion, like almost like a fear from him without saying anything for the longest time was incredible. He did a great job.
I'm excited to see what happens with his character going forward. I also thought, you know, another great part of this episode was Daemon. I loved seeing him there for Viserys when he was like helping him up to the throne and just kind of looking very cordial with him, because I feel like in my heart of hearts, I felt like Daemon always loved his brother, and it wasn't necessarily, you know, he was kind of like upset with the choices that Viserys made of like not making him the hand and like the whole heir thing before it was, you know, given to Rhaenyra. But I always felt that he loved his brother, and I thought, you know, there's this misunderstandings, but I'm glad that they had these last few moments. And how ominous that dinner before Viserys left the hall, to see everybody like happy for just like even a moment. It just felt like it wasn't gonna last, and that's exactly what's gonna happen here.
Something I also really like about the show is that Alicent and Rhaenyra are not just repeats of Cersei and Daenerys. Like, they're very different characters, and you can see that a lot, especially now with them kind of, I mean, they didn't fully like make up, but they did become more civil, and like they were friends for a long time before, and they both are just in the best interest of their children. Not to the extent that Cersei was, obviously.
Yet, we'll see.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll change, but it was interesting to see them kind of like kind of mending their friendship here, but we'll see.
I don't think it's gonna last now that Viserys is gone. And then also those last words that were left with Alicent by Viserys, that in my opinion is gonna make Alicent pretty determined. And I don't know if that's what he actually wanted or he just wasn't quite all there in those last few moments, but she's definitely going to, I think, push the issue for her children to like take the throne, and we're going to have Rhaenyra doing the same. So we're going to see these two people that are very similar, like Alicent said, in terms of like, you know, their mama bear instinct, you know, protective over their children. I feel like that's been honestly one of the more driving factors of those characters, and that's why they make the decisions that they make, you know, in the best interest of their children, albeit for different kind of reasons. Something is going to happen between the children, in my opinion. Like, I don't know if Aemond is going to freaking kill one of Rhaenyra's children, or I think that's what's more likely.
Yeah. I think if that were to happen, I think that it would be maybe Rhaenyra who went, like, Cersei level.
Ooh.
Ever since she had her time jump and, like, became an adult, I feel like she lost a little bit of her kind of, like, spunk almost, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. Like, she's still very much been the same character, but like obviously she became a mother and stuff like that. But I think she's been duty driven ever since she got caught with Daemon, or the idea of that happening in that brothel that one day. And then that's when she had her conversation and agreed to marry Laenor. And ever since then, it's been very duty driven. She's been a little different, but I think that like some of her old self and more could come out, because like her old self wasn't like that. But if something were to happen to her kids, I could see her like I don't know. Who knows what could happen?
Well, let's see also how she's going to act now that, Viserys is dead. That could cause an emotion as well, too. But I just really feel like it's going to be the infighting that's going to take place after the fact. It's just been an ongoing thing with Rhaenyra's children, her first 2 children, not being, or actually I guess the first 3 children, that they weren't illegitimate. Freaking Corlys's brother called them bastards, and we saw how that turned out. I think eventually one of Daemon and Rhaenyra's children, like that they had together, is going to end up taking the throne, in my opinion.
I think, though, now that they're marrying the daughters, like, I feel like that the whole legitimacy thing's kind of going to become, like, more of a less issue because, like, regardless, the, like, lineage is going to continue on anyway through, like, the daughter, like, Daemon's daughter's side,
For Driftwood, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm saying, or Driftmark or whatever.
Driftmark. I said Driftwood. Driftmark,
yeah. I think that kind of, like, appeases that situation, probably. I mean, not, like, fully, but, in there, like, at least in, like, the grandma, I forgot her name, but the one who...
Corlys's wife.
Corlys's wife, I feel like for her, that's, like, probably good enough.
I don't know, though. The way she was looking at Corlys's brother was talking about, like, death, which, while she was in the courtyard with Rhaenyra, I will say this episode, I was really thinking about, like, damn, she has been through a lot, this character. She started off the whole show by being passed over for the throne. Then she lost her daughter. Then she lost her son, and probably is going to lose Corlys, I have to assume, as well, while also still knowing, like, the facts of that Rhaenyra's children weren't with Laenor. So it's been a lot that her characters had to deal with up to this point, and she wasn't at the dinner. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Maybe she was still just like there watching them deal with Corlys's brother's dead body. But I don't feel like she's done being involved. I feel like, there is going to be a little bit of like a cooling period for like, who's going to actually take over Driftmark, but I still think she's going to play into this. I don't know how, but she will.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye, everyone.